I think people are afraid to talk about how Biggie was discovered and how it came about in hip hop. I honestly do. Because, this is not something that they actually talk about anymore. Because the way Biggie came about, you know what I'm saying? Heavy D, you had four fat motherfuckers in the rap game. And I ain't trying to be cute, but you had four fat jokers in the rap game, over heavyweight dudes. You had Heavy D, and you had the Fat Boys. There was the only four fat people in hip hop during that time in the 80s, right? And they expressed their fatness and how healthy that they were, especially the Fat Boys. And Heavy did too. It was a thing to be big. It was a thing to be heavy. You know what I'm saying? And then once Heavy, he started his music started down. You know what I mean? He went over to producing and came out with Candy Rain, My Love. Do you? He came out with that John, with that group, with that young group. And then, Biggie came out soon after that. Because they needed to replace a fat motherfucker. So they had got Biggie. And then after Biggie passed, because nobody was dying when Heavy was around, when Heavy D and the Fat Boy was around. But when Biggie came, Biggie had got shot and he died, right? So Mount Vernon and all like that, money earned in Mount Vernon. And then after Biggie passed, you had Big Pun, the super fat motherfucker. You know what I mean? It was every little they really didn't know that didn't diddly. You know what I'm saying? And then Fat Joe and Big Pun at that time. But Joe was already out with Big. So you had the Latin Fat Boy, and then but now you got the biggest, the largest, another Fat Boy. So being heavy set has always been part of the black culture. Being healthy has always been part of our culture. Biggie was there for a reason, to show that we got our health. You know what I mean? We wealthy within our health, within our fatness. So let's not get it twisted how Biggie got started.